Welcome to Emotional Healing for Christian Women, the podcast where faith meets inner healing. Imagine waking up without the weight of shame, guilt, fear, and loneliness. Imagine finally feeling worthy, confident, and at peace. And doing this with God by your side. That's the healing we can begin together. I'm Marvel Adeyemi, a psychotherapist and a faith-led women's coach. Let's get started. Can a marriage recover after betrayal? Hello everyone. Today, let's discuss about one of the most painful experiences a marriage can experience, betrayal. This could be an affair. This could be secret messages. This could be hidden pornography or financial deception, or anything that breaks the trust between two spouses. All right? Betrayal is one of the leading reasons couples seek therapy. And one of the first questions people ask is, can our marriage survive this? The answer is sometimes yes, it can. And recovery requires much more than simply saying sorry and let's move on. The shock of betrayal is quite deep. When betrayal is discovered, the emotional impact can feel very overwhelming. The spouse who feels betrayed often experiences intense emotions. There is shock, there is anger, there is grief, there is confusion, there is deep mistrust. And many describe it as the foundation of their marriage suddenly collapses. You don't see your marriage like that before. The person they trusted most now feels like a stranger. And by the same time, the partner who betrayed the relationship is feeling shame, guilt, the fear of losing the marriage, and uncertainty comes in about how to repair the damage. Now, both spouses are hurting, but they are hurting in very different ways. And one of the biggest misunderstandings about betrayal is the belief that the trust should quickly return as the behavior stops. And often men don't get that because emotional trust does not rebuild automatically. Trust is rebuilt through consistent behavior over time. The betrayed partner needs space to assess honesty, transparency, and emotional reassurance. And most importantly, they need their pain to be acknowledged without defensiveness. When the hurt partner feels dismissed or rushed to move on, the wound often gets really deeper. So I'll share with you 3 stages of recovery after there is betrayal. In my work as a couple therapist, I do see couples that want repair after betrayal. The first stage is stabilization. This is where the couple slow things down and focus on emotional safety. Arguments are contained in this stage, and both partners begin to understand the impact of the emotion, the betrayal that has happened. The second stage is understanding the relationship dynamic. Now, betrayal rarely happens in isolation. It's important to understand and explore what was happening in the relationship before the betrayal occurred. And it's not an excuse for the behavior, but it does help the couple understand the broader context of the relationship. Now, the third is rebuilding the relationship. And this one, I want to tell you, roll up your sleeves, is quite hard. It involves new communication patterns, transparency, and building emotional intimacy. Some couples find this stage very hard and they give up because they now have to learn how to communicate honestly, perhaps for the first time. Now, recovery is possible. A marriage has a greater chance of recovery when those 3 things I mentioned happened. First, the partner that broke the trust needs to take full responsibility. Second, the betrayed partner that needs to feel safe enough to express the pain honestly. And thirdly, both spouses are willing to examine what is going on in the relationship before the betrayal occurs. Without these 3 ingredients, recovery is very difficult. But when they are present, healing can happen. All right. Sometimes couples expect healing to happen quickly, and building and rebuilding trust often takes time. You need to give each other some time, like months, sometimes even longer. And during that process, both partners need patience and guidance. And this is where professional support can make a significant difference, because the conversations required to rebuild trust are often difficult to navigate alone as a couple. So if your marriage has been affected by betrayal, you may feel confused, hurt, and unsure as to what the future will hold for your relationship. And this episode may help you understand part of what is happening. But like most conversations about relationships, it only solves a small part of the problem. The deeper work, rebuilding trust, creating emotional safety, understanding the relationship dynamic, and deciding whether the marriage can recover usually requires guided professional support. In my counseling practice in Ballarat, Victoria, I work with married couples who are trying to repair their relationship after there is a breach of trust. I do in-person sessions in Ballarat, and I do secure video consultations, allowing couples to access support in a confidential and structured setting. If you would like help understanding whether your marriage can recover and rebuilding trust, what it might look like for you, you're welcome to reach out through my website. Thank you for listening in today, and do remember, betrayal can deeply wound a relationship, but with honest responsibility and right support, healing is sometimes possible. Until next episode, thank you for listening in. Stay beautiful, stay confident. Thank you for spending time with me today on Emotional Healing for Christian Women. If this episode blessed you, please leave a review and share it with a friend who needs encouragement. And don't forget to download my new book, Beyond the Hurt, from my website, marveladeyemi.com.au, and other free resources. Until next time, stay healed, stay beautiful, and stay confident.